Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea ready to offer €40 million to sign Georgi Mamardashvili. Report from Fitches has claimed that Chelsea are prepared to submit an offer of around €40 million in order to sign 22-year-old Valencia goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili. The Georgian international has established himself as a reliable performer in La Liga, so it is no surprise that Chelsea are looking to secure his services. The Blues signed Robert Sanchez this past summer, but they could use another top-quality goalkeeper. Edouard Mendy was sold earlier this summer, and Kepa Arrizabalaga is currently on loan at Real Madrid. The former Athletic Club goalkeeper is unlikely to have a future at Stamford Bridge, so Chelsea will have to replace them if he moves on permanently amid his desire to join Real Madrid permanently. The Valencia goalkeeper could prove to be a quality long-term addition, and the opportunity to showcase his quality in the Premier League will be a tempting proposition. It remains to be seen whether Chelsea come forward with a concrete proposal to sign the 22-year-old goalkeeper in the coming months. The Blues certainly have the financial resources to get the deal done, and moving to Stamford Bridge would be a step up in the player's career as well despite their recent struggles. He would get to compete at the highest level with the move to Chelsea. In addition, playing in the Premier League could accelerate his development. The 22-year-old is still quite young and is likely to improve with coaching and experience. Working under a manager like Mauricio Pochettino could be ideal for his development. The Chelsea boss has done well to nurture talented young players throughout his career and could play a big role in the development of the Valencia goalkeeper as well. If Chelsea managed to sign him for the reported €40 million price, the move could look like a bargain in the coming seasons. The 22-year-old goalkeeper will look to hit the ground running and compete with Sanchez for the starting spot if the transfer goes through. It will be interesting to see if Valencia are prepared to accept the offer from Chelsea when it arrives. Gilmour criticised Chelsea. Brighton midfielder Billy Gilmour has revealed he got sent to the reserves in pre-season before his Chelsea exit. The 22-year-old came through the Blues Academy, rising into the first team in 2019. But after a season-long loan at Norwich, Gilmour was told he wasn't part of the first-team plans, getting dumped back in the reserves as a result. That's despite Chelsea exercising an option to extend Gilmour's contract to the end of the 2023-24 season earlier that summer. When I came back from my loan from Norwich, I came back and had pre-season and I just wasn't in the plans, the Scotland international told TalkSport host Jim White. I ended up leaving pre-season with the first team to go with the reserves. So we were in America for pre-season and then me and two other boys got told there's not going to be really a chance here. We're not going to have another opportunity. We're going to send you with the reserves. For me, I was like, right, okay. Straight away I knew I wasn't in the plans, and at that point I was thinking, well, I want to be at a club that really appreciates me and I want to be part of the team. I want to play first team football. I've had a taste for it. I've played for my country, so I want to try and push on now. For me, it was the right time to leave. I spoke with the manager at the time, Thomas Tuchel, and he thought the same. In pre-season, it kind of kept getting more and more that I was going to leave. I wasn't seeing much chance in the first team. So I took the decision and said, okay, I want to push on now and do what's best for me. And that was to be at a club that appreciates me. I want to play football. I want to really settle down and try and find a house and home and be here and give my all. With 22 senior appearances for Chelsea under his belt, Brighton snapped Gilmour up for £9 million later that summer, with the midfielder racking up as many games for the Seagulls as he did for the Blues. With 22 senior appearances for Chelsea under his belt, he's provided 3 assists in that time, as well as helping the club qualify for the Europa League for the first time ever last term, and he's gone on to start 3 of Brighton's games this season. Meanwhile, Chelsea slumped to a 12th place finish in the Premier League last season and have had a slow start to this one, too, securing just 1 win so far. Chelsea interested in signing Youssoufa Moukoko. Chelsea are reportedly interested in signing the Borussia Dortmund attacker Youssoufa Moukoko. The 18-year-old has attracted the attention of the Premier League club with his performances, and a report from Fitches claims that Chelsea are preparing an offer close to €30 million for him. The talented young attacker scored 7 goals across all competitions last season, and he has found the back of the net once so far this season. Nkunku is highly rated in German football, and he could develop into a top-class attacker in the near future. Chelsea signed Nicolas Jackson to solve their goal-scoring problems earlier this summer, but the Blues could certainly use more depth in the position. The 18-year-old Borussia Dortmund attacker could prove to be a solid, long-term investment, and it remains to be seen whether the Blues can secure his services. Signing him for a fee of around €30 million could prove to be a major bargain in the long run. The German international has the potential to succeed in the Premier League, and working under a manager like Mauricio Pochettino could accelerate his development. The Argentine manager has done well to nurture talented young players throughout his career, and he could help the 18-year-old fulfill his potential as well. It will be interesting to see if Borussia Dortmund are willing to sell the player in the coming months. It is fair to assume that they will not want to weaken the squad in January, and therefore Chelsea might have to wait until the summer transfer window in order to sign the player. The report further states that Barcelona are keeping tabs on the player as well, and it will be interesting to see where he ends up. Chelsea get massive $500 million cash injection after deal confirmed. Chelsea have reportedly just received a massive $500 million cash injection after they confirmed a deal with a new company. The Blues have spent £1 billion on signing new players since they have been in charge at the club. But now it looks like they are trying to bring more funds back into the club, as well as players' sales and other such revenue such as sponsors. Of course, Chelsea still do not have a front of shirt sponsor for this season, which will also be hitting them hard right now. With a lack of that revenue, Chelsea are now looking to bring in new investors and have turned to Ars management. The Financial Times are reporting that Chelsea have raised $500 million in fresh investment from them. All sorts will now be said about this move, and everyone will have an opinion. But these are business people in charge of our club, so we have to just trust they know what they are doing. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.